Welcome to Happy Time Story Time. We are reading Lego's Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu, Secret World of the Ninja. Do you see him there? The Secret World of the Ninja. Do you see Zane, Kai, Lloyd, Jay, and Cole, and Nia, and all the other bad guys that we're going to learn about? And the fun thing about being able to take Legos and build them and make things out of them and have a good time by making cars and flying things, all of it. And this is for everybody of all ages to enjoy. So let's dive in and do it right now. Let's do it. The Stone Army. Ancestral and indestructible, so they can't be destroyed. The Stone Army was created by, we know who that is, the Overlord, for his fight against the first Spinjitzu master. Luckily for Ninjago, they were buried deep beneath the earth. Now they have awoken to terrorize the city once more. There's different types. There's the warrior class, there's the swordsman class, there's the scout, and then there's general, the big guy, General Kozu. And these guys, it is hard to say what is the scariest about the stone warriors. Their huge helmets, are creepy faces, markings. These fearsome fighters report directly to their general, General Kozu. And then there's the swordsman, which is interesting. Can you play musical and do stances and stuff like that? That's what he's saying here. The majority of the stone army is formed of loyal swordsmen armed with a katana and the little katana hats. And hats with endless stamina. These stone figures never stand still for very long. Excuse me. These are scouts with the crossbows. The scouts make up the lowest ranked in the stone army. These sneaky characters are expected to be nimble, fast, and remain out of sight when hunting their enemies. And now we're going to learn about General Kuzo. General Kuzo towers over the other stone warriors with his large helmet and extreme extra set of arms. So he's got four arms. He translates the warrior's ancestral language for the overlord. So like he'll be able to tell the ninja go, what my fellow friends are saying is that we will take Ninjago by force. These are living statues. Lloyd's mother, Misko, worked in Ninjago City Museum, home to a relic of a giant stone warrior, Kuzo. Remember the Kuzo guy? But when venom from the Great Devourer touched the ancestral artifact, it started to come alive and quickly resumed its task of destruction. Then there was the unbeatable strength. The tough stone army are powered by dark matter, which makes them indestructible, so they can withstand fierce attacks. The ninja will have a tough job trying to stop them. Did you know that the Stone Army has kidnapped an inventor called Dr. Julien and forced him to create a weapon and vehicles to use against their enemies? So remember the one that built Zane? Dr. Julien is the one that built Zane. He also knows how to build certain type of weapons. He knows how to build certain types of vehicles, and so he has these are sharp things on the side you see that go, and if they get by a tire, they could shred the tire. Then there's the samurai horns that to represent the stone army, and then there's the super duper treads that they can go up mountains, around mountains, up buildings, all the cool stuff. Warriors' bikes. The stone warriors have many weapons and vehicles at their disposal, including the fearsome machine. They use the warrior bike to tear around the dark island, seeking out enemies and attacking intruders. So these are used for protecting and the offense of an attack. The history of like what we know about the stone warriors is, remember in the beginning there was two spirits, and one materialized into the first Spinjitzu master of light. He was the father of Master Wu, and his other son was Garmadon. And what happened was when the island got broken apart, remember what happened? The spirit of the Overlord started creating stone warriors, and it just kept creating warrior after warrior after warrior. And it would have overtaken the first Spinjitzu master, but so he had to make a decision with all four golden weapons to drive the golden weapons into the middle of Ninjago, the Ninjago world, because there was water, and then the only one was the main Ninjago world, and divide it into two parts: the dark and the light. And the dark once fell and went right into the sea, like what we just learned from here. Their home ended up going into the sea, and then they actually ended being the these warriors, and they got banished to the Shadowlands, and the Shadowlands is where they dwelt until they were resurrected through a portal by the venom of the Great Devourer. The first one to come alive was General Kozu. Remember Mizu, which was Lloyd's mother, was the one who found General Kozu, and what happened was the venom from the Great Devourer after Lord Garmadon used all four weapons to deliver a deadly strike in the forehead of the snake to defeat it. Some of the venom came out of the snake still and spread into like the sewers and everything, and activated all the way into the museum and touched General Kuzu, and it woke General Kuzu from his banishment from the first Spinjitzu master, brought him to life. And somehow I don't really remember how it all goes, but he was able to resurrect his team, the warriors, the swordsmen, and the scouts, to come back to life. Somehow, I think he might have maybe collected some of the Great Devourer's venom and reactivated his army. And he was building for one day to bring back his lord, the Overlord. So Kuzu is his master, is the Overlord, and eventually what happens is they somehow get enough magic to bring the island, I think, back up either from the banishment or underneath the ground or the water. And Lord Garmadon teams up with the Overlord to try to take Ninjago. So it kind of is a little bit of history on that and lore and back fun of what's going on. And if I'm a little off, put in the comments down below nicely, and we'll talk about it. So if you have any questions, just put it down in the comments below, and we have a wonderful team of people that love to Legos and everything, and they'll help you, or I'll do my best to find out. Okay. And so that's the fun of learning about the Stone Army. And the ninja can't stop the Stone Army. They have to. I think there's like a certain weapon that they find that's the only thing that could defeat the Stone Army. So that's kind of a little bit of the history, a little bit of the fun, the characters, and the general. So we're going to go over the four types of people in the Stone Army. There's the Stone Warrior, which is the second strongest. We'll go from first to last. The first strongest one is General Kuzu. He towers over all of his guys, his Stone Warriors. The second one is the Warrior class of the Stone Army. The third strongest is the Swordsman class, which represents the majority of the army. So the majority of the army is made up of the swordsmen. There are some special elite warriors. And the last but not least is the scout. He's the one that sneaks in, sneaks out, gets information, and all that. So you got to have a little fun. So hopefully you can go out maybe and get some Legos, build your own little stone army, build your own ninjas, and have some fun with Ninjago. You know, building all those fun things. I love Legos. I know you do too. So, what can we take away from this, my friends? We'll just leave it right here rather than the main page. We could take away that if we use the talents that we have and we push forward and we honor the Lord and we always move to do the best that we can overcome even the stone army in things that is going on and be victorious like the ninja. So isn't that cool? I love that. And we always have our motto, remember? And I know you're gonna repeat it with me. I'll do it slow so that we can do it. What do? We help what? One Lego at a time, one ninja at a time. What else? One hero at a time. And what else? One last one? One person at a time to what? Make the world a better place, to have fun making and building Legos and having all the joy of Legos. Okay, always remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, and come back to Happy Time Storytime for more videos. And Happy Time Storytime loves you, my friends. And view this, have fun, share it with your friends. And if you have any questions, put it in the comments below. Please be nice about the comments. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. Be blessed. Bye bye.